Okay, so I am starting a new series all about how I organize my business and also within that, just my schedule, projects, my sanity. All very important to have processes and tools in place that help you do all of those things. I have spent a lot of time over the past 3 months getting really, really organized inside of a tool called Clickup. I hired an online business manager who was just a whiz at helping me get it set up. And now I want to show you what we've done within ClickUp. And now that I've actually used it and it's really helping me stay on track and little things are not falling through the cracks. It's so amazing, and it's been such a game changer in how I feel about my business and making sure that the things that I say are a priority actually get done and don't just fall to the wayside. So I'm excited to dive into that. ClickUp is a very, very robust tool. If you've used it before and have gotten overwhelmed, this series is going to be really helpful because this series is going to be really, really helpful for you if you've tried ClickUp before and got overwhelmed, because I'm going to really break everything down, starting with the most high level stuff. And then if you haven't heard of ClickUp, I might be your new best friend because your life is going to be changed. Okay, so it's just the behind the scenes of how I use it. I just want to show you how one person's using it, and then you can use that to organize your own business if you want to. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive into it. Okay, we are looking at my screen. This is what I see whenever I log into ClickUp. Now I have this bookmarked on my browser so that I can just click a little icon and then boom, this is what I see. So I open this up in the morning if it's not already open. Often I'll just leave it open at the end of the day so that when I open my computer, it's okay, there we go. And what you'll notice is it's showing a bunch of overdue items, first of all. So I have this set up so that it shows me what task I need to do in what order. So I've got it organized by task, by due dates, and then by priority. So you can see here are things that were all due yesterday. Below that, that's today's items, and then below that is tomorrow's. And I'll kind of run through all of these so you can just get a little behind the scenes peek into what my tasks actually are, because I think that's always kind of fun. So first, like I was saying, we've got them organized by due date, but the magical thing here are these priority statuses, these little flags. So right here you can see the red flag is urgent. These are things that are most urgent to get done. Yellow is high, blue is normal, and then there's also a gray flag, which is low. So I love these because I think with being business owners, and you might relate to this, I'd love to do what I want to do, not what I need to do. So sometimes I'll get really, really excited about something, especially if it's a new idea of mine, but it's not something I actually need to be working on right then in the moment. So what I can do is I can just put a low priority status so that it's got a status to it. I'll see it whenever I'm just kind of looking through all my tasks. I can even filter. I can even go in and say, show me just my low status priority task or whatever, and then you can bump those up to a higher priority, but you get to choose that. That's you being in control, saying, no, this is not my priority right now, and I'm not going to look at it. I only want to look at what's most important each day. So as you can see here, I've got my overdue stuff. Now, what I do is every Monday, this is Tuesday, every Monday I go through this list and I see what my next 2 weeks are supposed to look like. And then I can rearrange my due dates. You can see there are time estimates here. There's the priority flags attached to it. I can really look at the next 2 weeks and go, what can I actually get done this week and next week? What's really important, blah, blah, blah. That was supposed to be done yesterday, and I haven't done it yet. So a lot of things have just been packed into my schedule, but they'll be rearranged, because here's something else I think you'll really, really like. You're going to input all of these projects and tasks into ClickUp, and then you're going to need to assign a due date so that you actually see them if you're using it this exact way. And a lot of times I won't know exactly when I can do something. So I'll just assign it to the next Monday because I know I'll be looking through my schedule and organizing it. Or if it's something that I know needs to happen later on in the year, maybe a month or 2 months or maybe the next quarter, whatever, I'll just assign it for the first Monday of that month that I want to be able to focus on it. I hope that makes sense. But I love that because that is things not slipping through the cracks, basically. It's kind of a flowy like way to look at things, but it means I'm always looking at things that I'm telling myself are important because I've got it set up in this list so that every Monday I'm kind of looking and seeing like, what is it? I've got these priority statuses that I've attached to it. So I can say, what do I think are my like most urgent, high priority things I need to do right now? So that's why I love ClickUp, is because I have been able to kind of have a planning session. I do this every week. And I can just plan out my schedule. And then from day to day after that, I just follow the schedule. I don't have to think so much. And I think that is what is so amazing because that's a gift. As entrepreneurs, we are frazzled and like thinking about 50 things. We're always juggling way more than what we should be. We also sometimes have maybe like an imbalance between our personal lives and our work lives. And I actually intertwine my personal projects and tasks into this too. So it's a way for me to just feel really, really organized and make sure that everything that I want to be doing is actually getting done. It's a place where I go to brain dump and then I'll go through and organize it later. So let's just like dive through some of these and then we'll wrap up today's video. Each video is going to get progressively more in depth. So if you have any questions about this one, just keep looking for the next videos. So let's look at some of these tasks just so you can get a good feel for the things I'm doing behind the scenes. I always think that's so interesting to see what other people are doing. So I've got, and then it'll also kind of explain a little bit of the features that we'll be talking about as the videos progress, basically. Okay, so I've got all of these things in my overdue. This is all for this same project. You can see here it says operations PWD, PWDLTO. I use a lot of acronyms and I don't say them often, I just type them. But there you go. Okay, so all of these, this is a little funnel that I need to set up that I've been putting off for 3 months. I need to get it done. This is something I was actually supposed to do last week that I keep just you can quickly change the due date. You can just click this and say, no, I don't want this to be due yesterday. I want it to be due tomorrow. So that's what I constantly did with this guest expert task. That's something I'm really excited about. I'm adding in all of this amazing content into Powerhouse Web Designer for my course students there. I'm so excited about it. It's going to help them with their bookkeeping, staying legal, helping their clients stay legal, coming up with a marketing plan, coming up with specific strategies for different platforms that you might be on. Oh, it's going to be so good. So I'm getting all of that organized. There's like 15 to 20 people that I'm talking to, and we're going to have those workshops as live events, actually. So you'll be able to join it in if you want, but then after the replay period, after those live workshops, they're going to go into my course just for my students. So I'm really, really excited about that. I need to get it organized. Ask Samcar if there's a way to do a downsell. That's just like a boring funnel question. I need to organize my next 2 weeks. That's a big one. And then I need to track my funnel metrics. So that is all the stuff from yesterday that I'll need to do like first thing today. Okay, so let's look at today's items because what you're going to see here are a lot of recurring tasks and a lot of daily tasks from my personal projects and tasks. I do that because I am really, really bad at sticking to a routine. I also work so much that I shouldn't say I work so much. I get so obsessed when I work that I just don't really think about anything else. So I get up to go to the bathroom a million times because I drink a lot of water during the day. But besides that, I don't even really get hungry. And then whenever I don't work, I like to veg out. So something I've been trying to do is I've been trying to be more consistent with working out, making sure I'm freaking brushing my teeth in the morning and at night. And making sure I shower enough. I mean, I know this is like really, really, you might even think this is like dumb, but I was really off balance with my work life situation, I guess. And this is my way to, when I'm here looking at my work tasks, to visually see like, this isn't the most important thing. You got to walk your dog. She needs a good 15 to 30-minute walk. She's a small dog. I wish she'd go on more runs with me. But she just likes little walks. So we need to go on more walks. I need to make sure I'm eating enough vegetables. It's so easy to just grab like chips and salsa or something like that. I mean, I eat bananas a lot too. It's so easy to just not really take care of yourself when you're taking care of your clients and your business and everything that falls underneath that. And you might even be a parent. I can't imagine being an entrepreneur and being a parent. You people are superheroes. I need to stretch. I mean, I sit at this really cute chair that I got at an estate sale for $15. You can't see it because I'm sitting in it, but it locks my back up and my hamstrings and my neck and my shoulders. So I need to stretch every day. So I kind of have my personal stuff mixed in. These little loopy arrows that you see, that means it's a recurring task. That means when I do this little check mark, it's going to go great and it's going to like load it up for the next day. Promote Powerhouse Web Designer. So I just created a new workshop that you should go check out if you haven't yet. It's how to streamline your web design business for under $100 a month. And it is kind of the key to getting ahead in your business and feeling like the effort and energy you're putting into it is giving you a return. Things are starting to feel easier and more well, instead of more, let's say less overwhelming. You're not having to think so much. Things just feel more in alignment. This workshop is really, really good for helping you figure out the steps you can do. It's a 4-part framework that I show you. It's not like the do this and you'll have all this crazy stuff. It's how a self-taught designer who's a college dropout was able to create a thriving design business basically, and showing you how I did it. So it's a good one, but that's something that I really need to promote every day. So I have it as a daily task. It just, whenever I do it, and I click it and then it loads up for the next day. And I have that set up to do Monday through Friday. Something else I'll just show you here too, because I haven't talked about it yet, are these time estimates. This is something that when I first started using Clickup, I used the time estimates a little bit, and then I think I got pretty overwhelmed with just trying to make sure everything's organized and set up the way that I need it to be set up for how my brain works, that I just wasn't doing the time estimate. So I just spent a little bit of time before recording this, filling in some of them. And this is a really good trick for me because I'll take forever to do the tiniest little thing because I really, really value like exploring, and I don't want to feel rushed. I intentionally built my day to day so that I don't feel stressed out or rushed. I wanted my day to day to feel like that. So I can get really, it's not lazy. It's not, it's not that I'm not like working hard. I am working really hard, but I'm just like really having a lot of fun doing it, or I just take forever. That's what it is. So I like these time estimates so I can go, okay, it's almost kind of like a challenge. Like, okay, promote Powerhouse Web Designer, do it in 30 minutes or less. And it's really helpful for kind of seeing like, how much did you load up your day with? Because you might be guilty, like I am, of overloading your calendar. You might see all of these tasks and go, oh my God, Melanie, you're going to die. But you can also see that it's really, really super, super simple things. And then a lot of them don't even take that much time. I mean, let's see, an hour. an hour, 40, 45, 50. This is less than 2 hours of work right here. This is something that's just happening in the background. My eating 5 cups of veggies, drinking at least 64 ounces of water. And you know what? You might not want to be this like meta with it, so you wouldn't have as many tasks on your plate. But it's really helpful for me. And after I get into a really good routine, I might just completely remove it. This is kind of a way I'm using it, which has been really, really helpful for helping me feel more balanced and like work isn't everything. Ugh. Okay, so let's just keep looking through this for a few more minutes. So I have a monthly task that's recurring that tells me to clean up Google Drive and back up my files to my external hard drive. This potentially could be a weekly basis because that could be pretty important. I do have it where it syncs my files to the cloud, but it might be nice to just kind of get that external hard drive weekly. I don't know. You can change this stuff up. So that's supposed to happen today. Create next month's social media schedule. So that's something that I'll have to kind of change up because I worked with Liz, my online business manager, and she helped me get all of this set up. This would not be here without Liz. So if you want her information, let me know. It also wouldn't be here without the Scalability Lounge. If you guys haven't heard about that, it's an amazing membership by Haley Burkhead, and she teaches you how to kind of come up with your playbook for your business. So that really, really helped me prep for this. And then Liz and I put it into Clickup after that. It's $67 a month for that membership, which is the easiest $67 I probably spend in my business because the return on that investment is insane. She teaches you so much about sales and marketing and simplifying your business. I have a special link that's a referral link that will show you what's inside the membership in the lounge if you want to check it out. So come find me on Instagram and message me if you want that link. Okay, so I had a system set up for my content schedule, and now I'm kind of revamping my marketing strategy. So that's something that'll probably change. I'm making a lot of it way in advance, just a little chunk at a time. And then that also affects my social media strategy. So I need to I guess kind of tweak that. Okay, every month I have a task to set up a new section for my blog archives on my website. Every month there's website maintenance. So these things were supposed to happen today. So I have that set up so that the second Tuesday of every month is my like website time. The second Monday of every month is my organizational kind of like HQ time. So then I just schedule tasks into Clickup according to that. Something else I want to show you here because I think it's really cute. I've already done some of my daily things, so they're on the docket for tomorrow. But something I do is I have a task where I make myself say 3 things I'm grateful for because I really, really believe it's important to live a life of gratitude, even when things don't feel great, even when you're exhausted and depleted. It's really, really good to kind of just adopt this practice of gratitude. And I've really, really dealt with depression, like since I think it was 14 years old. So over half my life. I'm turning 31 this month. And that is always what turns things around for me the quickest. If I'm kind of having a bad day or week or just period of my life, kind of going back to what I'm grateful for every day is like the quickest thing to turn it around. So I just put it in my personal task, and it's a recurring thing so that every day I click it, I write the 3 things I'm grateful for. Today was not easy to write it. I'm just the tiniest bit hungover. I don't know why I thought I needed a 3rd gin and soda last night, but I did it. And so today's was a little hard to write. And I'm a little cranky too. Ask my boyfriend. But so it's really, really good. It's a good practice. I also have the 3 most important things that I need to get
done today. And then it's not just for business. I make myself list out one business thing that's most important to get done, one personal thing that's most important to get done, and one fun thing that's most important to get done. And sometimes that's like not easy too. I've done pretty good so far with listing just one for each, but today with my business stuff, I'm so behind on some things that I keep pushing back because I don't want to do them for whatever reason. So I'm making myself do them today, and they do need to get done so that I can feel better and move forward with other things that are also really, really important. So I listed 3 things today for my business that I need to get done, and then I listed a personal one and a fun one. I already brushed my teeth today. So that's going to be on tomorrow's to-do list. And then I already texted my mom and dad. I put that on my personal daily thing because I live in Minneapolis and they live in Mississippi. So we're over 1,000 miles away. And I've just always been really, really close to my family, and they're really, really supportive. So I just try to make sure I touch in with them as often as possible, even if it's a quick text. So that's something that you can also add into ClickUp. It'll kind of help you be a better daughter or whatever if you wanted to. Okay, so there's so much more to go into, but that is it for today because this is getting long and I only wanted to take up like 5 minutes of your time, and I don't even know how long this is. So tomorrow we're going to be going over spaces. This is the most high-level way that you can organize ClickUp. We're going to be going over what those are. They're basically the different departments in my business, and then that's how all my projects and tasks get organized. So I'm really excited to show you that. And that is kind of what helps you get this really, really awesome organized list right here. So we're going to be going into that tomorrow. I'm really excited. I'll talk to you soon, okay?